Yo, you tuned into another episode of the 3% Show. Your host, Jay Davis here. Today is going to be about my musical Tourette syndrome that I feel I have. Music speaks when I can't speak. Fix your
Said
face.
Tourette's.
Fix your face. Uh,
I'm not laughing
but
at
no,
Tourette's.
this
I'm
is just
laughing.
an appreciation for music. I have Chic. I'll call her Sheika here.
Sheika.
And she's definitely, if you know me, I share my playlist with everybody. Fire,
Tragic.
fire.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Then we got Big Sweat over there.
Hey,
I
Jay
don't know how
Sweat,
he
the one and
doing.
only, baby.
It's
Oh.
they season for these
Oh.
little Greek letters. It's they
Oh,
season
man, these
coming up.
little Greek letters.
I'm
I
just
feel a hater right there.
I'm not a hater. I mean, you know.
Hey, I told you you was an honorary member of Stroke 5 Stroke.
Oh my gosh. That still exists?
I was originally with Musa Mu.
Here go.
Milk
Yo,
it.
Your
milk
name,
it.
your name is Midnight Thunder.
Oh.
I am dark. I tell everybody
So-
I'm Tyrese Cobb.
So when you come upon the rest of the Stroke 5 group, we call you Big Brother Midnight Thunder.
In the cut. Whatever the cut is, because ain't nobody told me what the cut is, but we going to get into that another
You know,
episode.
Yeah, that's another episode.
I
But
just
no.
want to laugh at it.
So when y'all see him in the streets, hey, Big Brother Midnight Thunder. Emphasis on the
Thunder.
thunder.
Thunda. Thunder. Already.
Now, if you ask him what that mean, I'm going to pray to God for you.
I'm still trying to get on for cuddles. Anyway,
Cash for cuddles.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, I know
I'm
somebody
CEO.
wants to do that.
I'm certified Teddy. I got a clothing line. It is called Cash for Cuddles.
as you tune into another episode of the 3% Show, today we are appreciating music. I am from the Midwest, so yes, I do have that Janelle Monáe on. I have this young lady from Dallas. I didn't know she
Oak
was
Cliff.
from Dallas.
That's my
Oh, hood, hey.
Put
Oak
it in
Cliff,
the-
Texas.
This ain't what you want.
You know it. You know it.
I don't even know that song. See, that's why we're here to discuss
It's sincere.
music, so we can find
It's
out different
sincere.
artists and more. I have Sheika in the building. I also got Big Sweat. You already know Big Sweat. He's been on the show before. So the reason why I got these ladies and gentlemen together is because I truly believe music saved my life. I believe without music, when I can't talk, if you listen to the music I'm listening to, you can get a hint. And I also think that music is just, it's liberating. Music is a weapon of the future. So whatever music is pumped out majority of the time, a lot of times people will follow if they don't have access to find out the music. So if I might ask, starting with you, Miss Sheika, what's your favorite genre of music? Who you listening to right now? What's going on with it?
My favorite genre is all of them. But I'll go R&B soul most of the time.
R&B?
Yes.
All right.
Tragic.
And why do you select R&B out of everything? Because I know
It's
you're a
emotional.
seasoned veteran.
Let's see, very emotional. See, R&B could be those the yacht rock. I consider that R&B. I'm talking about the Blue Eyed Soul guys, the Doobie Brothers.
That's on my
Come
list.
on, we go back.
I feel like you might be missing the mark on that one.
Well, who you
As
think?
much as you say R&B is emotional,
Mhm.
I really think you gotta step your game up and listen to
Some country.
some of that country.
Country, I
Hey,
love.
that lately, like I've
Oh,
been
I mean,
really tuned into. I can't always remember the artist, but I've really been tuned in because I write poetry. I'm really tuned into the words and the word play. So I've been listening
with
to
it.
country and if you take out the twang and the beat
The
that we
twang
not
is
so much
good.
used to,
It's still
and you
the same
really
thing.
listen to the words they be saying,
Mhm.
hey, them brothers and sisters, you know, even though they might be not always brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
they be telling some deep stories, some deep love stories, some deep tragedy stories, some deep joyful stories in their music.
I can't,
Okay.
I can't tell you wrong because I have been listening to country. I just don't know the artist.
So,
And then lately we have a lot of new artists and a lot of new brothers.
but wait a minute,
Brothers is
We're
doing
gonna
country.
get to the. We're
Brothers
gonna
is
get
doing
to
it.
the.
That
We're
brothers
gonna get
doing
to the
country.
country for the pride, because a
Uh-huh.
lot of people are just now getting on the
Hey.
pride of it. Let's not be.
I don't know,
Let's not.
but we
let's
always
not-
had country though. It was
Okay,
it
and
was in the form
everybody's
of
not-
jazz, but it was
But
still
not everybody
country.
listens to country,
Everybody
and that
listen.
comes to the area. Y'all in the South, right?
Yeah.
So country is accessible. Where in the Midwest, we'd still listen to country, but it's not so much.
What is the Midwest
We gonna
music
get
like?
to that, bruh. That's what I'm saying. R&B.
R&B soul.
Hey,
And my artist right now, I got a couple of them.
God, we
let
come
me
back
get
to
that,
you,
let me
Sweat.
get that, get your cup,
Sweat
get your
Talks
cup.
is
I'll
the...
say this. I have been hung up on
Okay.
Lucky Day for the last 6 months.
What is Lucky Day did for your soul?
Lucky Day's a whole vibe. I mean, you can go through everything. You can sit through it. You can laugh. You can be like, did he just say, oh?
So would you compare Lucky Day to like the male version of quote unquote how people either say SZA or Janae Aiko? Because he does have layers.
He is very deep.
Brother,
I
stay
think
oiled up for
comparing
some reason.
him-
Oiled up and fur.
I think comparing them is minimal.
Mm.
He's my D'Angelo, my new D'Angelo.
Okay, new D'Angelo.
That's
cool.
my new D'Angelo.
More range,
Yes.
not as much rasp, but it can go high and
No,
low.
it can go high and low. You ever been to a show?
I can dig that.
I was hoping you was gonna say he was your new Life Jennings. I was feeling
You
that.
Oh,
know,
no.
I like that's
Oh,
not
no.
that's not giving him enough room.
not
And I
giving
love
him
life.
That's
but
boxing
Liza-
him.
Life for me burnt out after the second album, completely.
And Lucky Day's like 3 in,
Lyric-
3 solid.
Lyrical, lyrics. As far as having lyrics, life is nice, but after a while, I want them to get off their toilets too. Hey yo, you.
Hey, well, you know he came out with a new CD.
Did he?
Didn't he?
trying to-
It went wood, as far as I know
Damn,
so
that boy
far.
said it.
And I love Life Jennings. I respect
I
it.
like it, but
Somebody's knocking at his door.
it ain't enough.
Hey you. I can't poop. That's how it's just. He had his era.
You
to
know,
me.
I think sometimes when I listen to the depressing songs, I was like, I can't play that continuously. It drains me. But when you're listening to a song,
Mhm.
it can be sad. But when you hear it again, it's kind of like, oh, that's dope. But these, some of them just be
Yeah.
like,
That's why on Grownish, when they were talking about music, are you depressed or is
yeah,
the music making
depressed.
you depressed?
Yeah. So you gotta.
So that means don't listen to Rod Wave because
Oh,
that's the
I
new
heard.
Drake.
Yeah, I can't do. Wait a minute. Drake's not depressing.
Oh,
Drake's.
man, in my
You know what?
early 2000s.
Due to this podcast, we will not be naming Drake. I don't want to.
Hey,
Bring
whatever you
Bring
want,
the smoke.
whatever you want to call him,
Bring
whatever.
the smoke.
Hey, in the early 2000s,
Cobain's?
when Drake first, when he
We
first,
talking about Drake or Kurt Cobain?
I'm
Who
talking
did it
about
first?
Drake when he first dropped,
okay.
when he first came onto the scene. My man could have you in all your emotions
At one time.
at one time.
I'm just saying.
Here go, we had the best. Hold on, one minute we had the best summer. The next minute we in love. The next minute why she broke up with me, why she played with
But
me
it's a
like
Scorpio
that.
though. You know,
Hey,
Scorpio.
I'm a
energy.
Gemini. I thought I was supposed to have the
I
range
was
of
about to
emotions.
say, you go
Nah,
back and
y'all
forth. You
just
just
black
black
and
and
white.
white.
Here go. I thought I was black and white, but that man was black, white, gray, red, yellow. Here go. Then next minute he trying to be the new gangster poppy and
And that doesn't work.
So, what style of music are you digging? What's your thing right now?
Man, I've been listening to a lot of artists, and I'm trying to remember some of them. Some of them I've
You can
gathered
just say
from
the genre. It ain't got to be necessarily.
It's kind of hard because it's been like a mixture of country rap and storytelling. You know, you got me on Lil Russell.
Oh, beast! I'm
I
trying
like-
to go to the
I
backyard.
personally like the young man that went to school with me, aka Chris Dudley, aka Propane. I've been listening to a lot of Cole. I've been listening to a lot of Kendrick Lamar. And then every now and then, just throwback, just to touch my roots, I go back and I go listen to my Nas. I go listen to my Kiss and my Benny Siegel.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I gotta always respect where I come from. Hey, because even though K Dot was doing his thing, I felt some type of way. Because Lil Wayne the beast.
But you can't understand them in concert.
You know what? And so as a business person,
Business
I
person.
understood the decision. As a homegrown, I felt like, okay, well, if you don't go get Lil Wayne, you can understand Juvenile in concert.
I mean, I can feel that, but at the end
You
of
know, you can
but
go,
at the end of the day,
you can understand Lil Boosie.
at the end of the day,
Are we talking
when
about
it
the
comes
Super Bowl?
down to
We was talking about
at the
Super
end of the
Bowl.
day, who had the hottest summer of the hottest summers of the hottest summers ever?
Hey, like I said, he had a hot summer, and Lil Wayne is still Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
But from, like I say, from a business standpoint, I get it.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to listen to that.
I get it, Lil Wayne.
And who's
did-
to say that he won't be featured? But
Well,
I understand the pride of your city. That's what it
It's
comes
just-
down
it,
to.
it was
I
mainly it's just
respect
mainly
that.
it's like me going. It's the pride of the city. It's like me going to Dallas, and I've heard a couple of new artists in Dallas that I really like, especially on TikTok. But it's like me going to Dallas, and I'm not gonna hit up. Certain rappers I'm not gonna hit up. I'm not gonna hit up my man
Yellow Beezy,
Chris Mardot, Yellow Beezy,
Big Tub.
Busybody. I can't think of his rap name. I know his government, but I can't think
Don't
of
be
his rap
calling
name.
they real
Don't know
names.
the government name. We ain't
Here
here
go,
for
here go.
that.
But
Lil
yada
B
yada.
Boy son.
I need that rider, Busybody. I can't think of his name right now. I just went to school with him. That's why. But I think about all those Dallas rappers that was on the yard with us at TSU, and I'm like, if you don't put none of them on. You go to that city, you ain't putting on Yellow Beezy and none of them. It's gonna be a problem.
Why y'all let Jerry Jones run it?
Exactly.
I don't believe when the Anchor Man said,
the
I don't
football
believe
team
it.
ain't got nothing to do with the music.
All I'm gonna say is this, and to be politically correct,
I like that one.
without having Kendrick do it, it's asinine. Period. Wayne can
you coulda
host
had
it.
J. Cole
Wayne
do
can
it.
do whatever he want to do, but Kendrick had the summer, and I don't even like the song. I started liking the song once I stopped hearing it.
It's the big. It's not
What
the
you
big
were
three.
saying.
It's the big me.
So when it comes down to it, Kendrick did an awesome job. We fueled the fire,
And I love it.
and you're gonna sell more tickets and get more people for not just New Orleans, but they're bringing that energy and all. So it's a win-win for the city.
I don't know. Those
'Cause
people not
most-
ready for the city.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Okay, let's go down the rabbit hole real quick.
Come on.
I understand Lil Wayne, he would be at home. It's
Come
New
on,
Orleans.
Alice.
But guess what? That's not where the money comes from. We're not spending that money on those tickets. I'm just going to be honest. So I'm going to appease the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Not just you. I'm up. Hey, let's just call it what it is.
He had an
That's
awesome
fair.
summer.
And he had
The
an awesome
song-
summer.
He had a cold.
So let's ask the real
Concert.
question: then, what is the masses?
Who-
Because let's be real now.
Who paying for
Ain't
the
no
tickets
black
for the
people.
Super
Ain't
Bowl?
no black people buying no $2,000-$3,000 nosebleed tickets for the Super Bowl.
But you gotta
Exactly.
think about it. New Orleans is about. Y'all already know.
It's about.
I love New Orleans, but it's
You know
about
what's
to be
up.
flooded.
Exactly.
It's
And
gonna
if
be
that's the
flooded,
case-
but that don't mean
if
it's
that's
gonna be
the case,
flooded
you
for the
wanna ha-
Super Bowl. Like
It is.
what I'm saying is, it's gonna be flooded, but
You can say-
culturally flooded. Is it gonna be culturally flooded?
Not at
And
all.
culturally flooded means that they're gonna know what Kendrick did because of this summer, because it's been nonstop. So, bar none, Kendrick. I'm not mad at
Thumbs
it.
up, Kendrick.
I love Wayne. I prefer old Wayne when I can hear his lyrics. I prefer when he was dropping some dope
When
stuff.
he was
I
16.
agree.
No, probably the last before 14 years ago, right
Yeah.
when Drake started hitting, and then he took the summer
That
off
name
from
came
doing
again.
features. But that's what I'm saying. When Drake first popped out, you got to think about it. Wayne was working the hardest working man in rap.
He
right?
was.
On everybody's feature.
Mhm.
And then when Drake came in, Drake kind of started supplementing his income by being featured on everything, and people like.
But who was Drake signed under?
It don't matter.
Young Money.
Here go. So you gotta understand, it's like when 50 came onto the scene, Eminem took a little break.
I trade you.
Nah, M was gonna be M regardless.
M was still M, but it's just the fact that 50 had that time, and
So-
M let him have his
So
time.
that's why 50 would be performing at the Super Bowl if that was his time, even though M's a legend, right? Boom. Let's get to this music.
Boom.
Hello,
I like
Tom.
that segue.
First question. Let's go ahead and break it down. So I like to ask. We already introduced ourselves. So the thing that I want to know is we went over what genre music. I feel like Kev on stage now. I'm gonna bring up the whole.
Go ahead.
I
Go
wish
ahead,
it
go
was a
ahead.
BlackBerry so I could be one of those BlackBerry poets. I hate BlackBerry poets. Poets get up there and be like, no.
Okay.
So, do you feel the industry has fallen off by supporting the same music that's constantly on the radio without having diversity? What I mean by that is you're going to get the same playlist, but there's so many artists out there that's unheard of. No matter if it's hip hop, no matter if it's R&B. Do you feel like local radio stations are letting you down and forcing you to use like different apps to search out different artists?
Absolutely, because I don't listen to the radio. I don't know the last time I've listened to it because I don't want to hear certain things. I don't think it's good music. I don't think it's like something you can feel yourself to. It's like
Yeah.
it's either raunchy, filthy, nasty. It's okay. Where's some cleanness? I need some
The
cleanliness.
music smell like edge control and body butter.
Is it that?
Mm.
Is it that? I mean, you know, it smells like the rump shaker.
Mm. What
It's
about you,
terrible.
bro? Because
I
you in the
don't know,
clubs.
because we
what you do?
had
You-
those. We listened to those old school Rump Shaker songs on the Petey Pablo and the Lil Johns, and we listened to those on the radio. But it still didn't feel as dirty as it is today.
I'm glad
know?
you
I
said
don't know
that.
what it's something about that.
They don't even throw that
Look,
one gospel song
you know they would
per
drop.
year
No,
no more.
don't even
you,
do that because
you
they
bought a
throw-
gas
they
station
throwing the
CD and you
gospel
got
in there.
it's the bedroom banger, and all of a sudden
they
take
throwing the
me
gospel.
to
They
the
With the-
they throwing the gospel in with the up school beat now.
That's too much.
Well, I do. I got you. I got a whole
What I'm saying
playlist
is,
called
it's
Trap
just
Tracks
like
is Fire.
the even though it didn't have class, it had class.
Mhm.
Now I'm seeing a depiction of I'm seeing women portray a lifestyle, and I can't get on the women because I know deep down when I go dumpster diving into who wrote the songs, a lot of these songs are written by men.
Mhm.
So when I'm looking at I'm looking at you got this nice young lady, or you don't have this nice soul young lady, because I do security for a lot of these artists when they come to these venues.
We
And,
gonna limit that portion. Please don't blame his heart, blame his mouth.
But
We're gonna keep the money rolling in doing security. So let's go ahead and say
at the same time, it's like the dress. Like I would prefer you put on more clothes so I can appreciate the curvature of your body even more. But they have on less clothes. They sing about stuff that they don't believe themselves, because when you look at the tabloids and all that, it ain't it. So it's like it's really like they giving me great beat makers
Mhm.
with trashy lyrics.
so.
And
You
so when
feel
people
that's
hear-
what the radio.
That's
is,
what the
is
radio,
pushing out.
and you got to remember the radio is a machine.
Mhm.
So people think the radio
Music
is
control
owned
is
by
the weapon of the future.
it controls the weapon of the future. Music is controlled by only maybe one or two companies, and
Yeah.
those one or two companies are pushing this music upon our masses. Just period. They're pushing this music, and so when you listen to the radio, if you really listen to the radio and you just listen for an hour, and then after you listen for the hour, listen for another hour, you're gonna hear the same
Right,
five,
it's the
6
same
songs
joints on
in rotation. And so that's not music. The what I'm starting to love is the social media apps and just the streaming, the way artists are now able to stream and get their music out when the big record companies and the big radio companies are not pushing them.
Exactly.
Like I said, you put me on Lil Russell. I think I put you on. I want to say his name is Dak.
Dat Piff. Oh, I've been on him.
With the country, the guy who sounded like a little country, but then he got a little.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
take
Me
yeah.
and Ken be talking about.
And he be
him.
talking about some mentally disturbing stuff, but he be talking about the reality of what we go through in life. And it's just, yeah, so right now I'm looking at, so when people do hear K. Dot or they do hear the J. Cole, they're so amazed at the lyrical masterpiece that they put before you to go along with that beat. And then when you break down their songs, like he did with the song where he had all the different songs within the rap,
Yeah.
they don't, they get to see the foreplay and the mastery of an artist just at work having fun.
So with that being said, I think we totally agree that radio has failed us.
Totally failed us.
Totally.
And the reason why I'm saying that is I always wanted to be a bride. Like I wanted to be a disc jockey forever. Like that was my thing. I was going to go to school for broadcast journalism.
Mm-hmm.
But when I heard the change in the music, I couldn't imagine myself interviewing or being a part of it, because when I was growing up, the radio played all genres as far as R&B from different artists from everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And it puts you in a position where if you're not from LA, when you hear NWA, you understand what LA is. When I'm listening to Ghetto Boys, I can see the South.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm listening to,
Boogie Down
I got that
Productions.
jigger juice. I got that jigger juice. And I be jiggulating. And
That's
I be
Florida,
getting
ain't it?
loose. I'm like a Power Ranger. Before he had his big deal, when I heard that, I said, "Oh, that's New Orleans. I need to go there."
What that is?
No, I got a whole playlist for you.
Okay.
You need that. Just go back and listen to that DJ Jubilee. That's the original.
Oh,
Already
okay,
got it.
okay,
Already
okay.
got
I
it.
got that one.
And that Magnolia Shorty.
Can I caught up with that later. I'm gonna be honest. the
Really?
New Orleans thing.
Oh, for real?
My sister, she used to listen to No Limit All that, and I'd be like, this is, oh my God.
That old school 808.
How could you not like
Hold
No
on,
Limit?
I
They
was-
sampled as
okay,
much as
hold on.
Houston
Can
rappers
I tell you
did.
something? I went through the phase of I was listening to the Commodores, you know, I'm listening to Earth,
Oh.
Wind and Fire. I was
Oh,
deep.
I'm
I was,
not mad at you.
I was and my younger, she like 2 years younger than me. She's listening to that, and I look at the jacket for the CD, and I'm like, oh my God, it's trash. Oh my gosh.
So
I
side
was
question.
So beyond
But you
that.
ain't looking at
Did you
the
have
Ohio
that,
players.
Did you have that certain time of the year when you know it was cleaning time? Because your mom would throw on
She was-
George Michael and Michael Bolton and Luther Vandross.
My mama
My mama put it on the record and you start. It's time to
Come on.
clean.
My mama
Big
put
bands.
on Cameo. She did, you know, the Ohio players. She was
Wow.
like,
Bands.
she was like funk music all through
So
the
that's
house.
the thing about it. When I was growing up in the Midwest,
And
we
you from where?
I'm from Oak Cliff.
we listened to bands, bro.
Yes, so,
So,
that's the
like
thing.
she's saying, we listened to bands.
I grew up
Gap
I
band.
grew up with my mama listening to The Barge.
Okay, we had the bar.
We had the Barge and they one album.
I have a crate at the house. It is loaded with albums, and I'm talking about from AC/DC to Michael Jackson.
Come on, I got it.
I got records.
But I could tell my mama was either in love or her heart was always broke because she always had some Michael Bolton.
For real?
She always had some Michael Bolton. I thought Michael Bolton was a black guy. And when I finally seen that white guy get up there with them long locks with that soulful sound, I was like, okay, I see what you're listening
We
to,
was
mama.
listening to Phil Collins, Chicago,
Come on, you in my crate.
Aerosmith.
You in my crate.
I'm a music head.
You in my
Dum,
crate.
Doom, 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 doom,
No,
doom.
Tim's,
go
of
with
course
that.
the Tim's.
Yes.
Anything Motown, that's
But-
basic.
but
Yes,
see,
that's
Mo-
basic.
But those
Motown
are the
is
groups
basic.
you got to remember. My mama always had Soul Train on.
Oh, that was
Well,
our
I mean,
thing.
of course, yeah.
You know, Don Cornelius was the man. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so the groups that I grew up on were groups that I thought my mama grew. I grew up on Michael Jackson. And I remember the Jackson 5 before they went their ways. We grew up on groups, but we grew up on group. I know I grew up on groups like In Vogue,
I did that one.
See, I mean, I was of
SUV.
age.
So
You know, okay,
That's around my skating
Look,
land, and I was going skating.
if you go
couple
music,
skating.
wherever you go,
Yeah.
it's-
Boys the Men, you know.
that's high school.
So let me ask y'all a question though.
Mhm.
Who is your top 3 R&B artists? You can just name any
Artists?
3, and I'm gonna ask you a
Not-
question.
Just the artists.
It can be a
themselves.
group. No, just artists.
Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Quincy Jones.
We talking about singers.
Singing? Oh, I'm gonna go with Raphael Sadiq.
that's a-
You know what? I'm
came
gonna give
out
you
of
five.
left-
I'm gonna give y'all 5 each. I'm gonna give y'all
Raphael
5
Sadiq.
each.
I gotta put D'Angelo in there because they go together for me. As far as women, I'm gonna go with Anita.
No, I'm gonna
Baker.
give you 5.
5. Okay, Anita
3
Baker.
is hard. So, okay.
Stokely Williams.
Ooh, you like tones.
Okay,
You like artists with a
Stokely, you
distinct
got
sound.
some. You
How
got
did Stokely
So you got
Williams-
Stokely.
Stokely,
Where that come from? Out of all the people.
You got Stokely,
Stevie,
Stevie, D'Angelo, Anita Baker,
Raphael Sadiq.
and Raphael.
So, gentlemen, all the gentlemen out
Oh.
there, she just gave y'all her playbook on how to get to her soul. She just gave it to y'all right there. Because
You know
music, because one of my dating things that I would ask women was give me your top 5 R&B songs or your top 5
Brother, don't give
artists.
it all away. Don't
Can
give
I
it
tell
all
you
away.
something? Now,
Don't give it all
I
away.
will
Soul.
tell you something. If the
Don't give it all away,
it
brother.
doesn't have to be them, but it has to put me in the. But God dang, I can't believe
Nah, them artists is talking to you in
they
different
talk
ways.
to me in different ways.
So what-
But you know what? I got this new one. Someone sent me. He sent me Aaron Page from Houston.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
You
I'm gonna
got
have to check out Aaron Page.
You got
from
to
the
put in some
H-Town.
Aaron Page. I'm sorry.
That's why I put this behind me. H-Town.
Aaron
I'm
Page.
so that's
You
the new
haven't-
Paul Wall.
That's what
Come
it
on,
look
Harry
like.
Paul Wall. What about you? Give me 5.
So 5. Music Soul Child.
Mm.
NDRE. That's a tough one.
You got 3.
I love me some Maxwell.
2 more.
Here you go. There's no reference to Kansas City, but I'm gonna go KC and JoJo.
I with it.
And then last but not least, and I want to put these 2 together, even though they're not in the same genre.
You got 1.
I know, but
No
It's-
possible.
It's
one.
it's my gospel version of the Boys to Men, the Return of the Winans.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I can
Because
deal
if
with
you ever heard that man voice when he gets soulful, whoa.
that. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So my question is, damn, y'all listen to some good ass people. I can't even ask this question because y'all know music. What I've learned was I always ask people who are their top 3 artists.
Mhm.
And the first question I would ask is, would they win The Voice? Because we have a lot of artists out here that's not the best singers, but they get the most rotation. So let me ask you, would Mary J. Blige win The Voice?
No.
We love Mary.
She-
No?
Nah, Mary, so you gotta put the artists in 2 categories. You gotta put artists stage performance,
It's
and then you gotta
It's
put
just the voice.
these vocals.
It's just The Voice.
And a
That's
lot
it.
of the artists back in the day had the vocals.
They sing down
They were
the house.
vocally trained from day one. They had vocal range.
We got the stuff I listened to. I just liked them because Bobby Brown wasn't the best singer in the world, but he
Bobby
was killing
sounds
it.
good though.
Bobby Brown,
Listen
Bobby
to-
is
Bobby
kinda mediocre.
back then.
Back
But the
then,
younger Bobby was a better Bobby than Bobby now.
Listen to
But
go back and
you-
I
listen.
love Bobby. I'm a huge Bobby fanboy.
But I have to also understand Bobby was a part of the machine.
Mhm.
So I don't
What
count.
machine?
That's when they pushed
They
that
started
group.
doctoring.
They started doctoring and
Bobby
pushing
went
that group.
solo. That's what I'm saying. I'm
But-
only speaking
We're
of
not talking
solo
about Bobby
Brown.
solo. We talking about Bobby and the
I
group.
said Bobby Brown.
You know what? Solo. I'm gonna be honest. I was listening to Bobby a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
and I.
Bobby's
He's a whole package.
Right.
He's like Janet Jackson and
Another one.
no. I call
Would
Bobby,
Janet win The
I
Voice?
think Bobby really like a Kirk Franklin type. He really is a gifted songwriter, but he can't sing his songs.
No,
He's a whole.
no,
he's the.
no.
He's the. He can dance. He got enough vocals to get. He not a.
So
Oh, you know
Bobby
what?
Chris-
You know what?
is
You
the
know
thing.
what?
Wait,
So
but wait,
Tevin
this
Campbell.
is the thing, though.
Tevin
We're
Campbell
saying,
can blow down
can
the
you win The Voice? What artists do you know that everybody loves,
house.
but they couldn't get at
Mary
least
J.
1 to
Blige.
2 chairs to turn?
That's half the artists right now.
I was about to say that.
Mary J.
all of them broads.
That's about 70% of the artists.
I'm just saying, who do we hold to this top of the food chain still? And we're just like,
Summer Walker. Can she sing?
thank you. I did not care for her
so-
season.
Summer Walker.
So Summer Walker's more of
SZA
a
can sing.
Summer
I'll
is
give
a
S-
poet to me, not a.
She's so depressed.
She's a poet. I get.
We're
I
talking
get.
vocals.
But
Just
I mean, I'm
sing.
just saying,
lyrics.
she's not a lyricist to me. She's
Not
a.
lyrics.
She's
We're
not a.
talking about singing.
She's not a.
tone.
She's well. I'm say she's not a vocalist. She's a lyricist.
Hold on, are we taking out auto tune?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Music Soul Child cannot win.
Oh, he can
What
sing.
he can sing?
He can
His
sing.
voice can fool you.
That man.
That
Have
man
you
can
I
seen
seen
him in
that man
concert?
in concert. That
Yes.
man can sing.
Okay.
Now I can tell you who losing his singing. Who I wonder if he really could sing when I thought about it. And I love his performances.
Who?
That's Uncle Charlie.
Charlie Wilson can sing.
Charlie can sing
That's
if
the
you
age.
just let him
That's
sing.
the
But
age.
Charlie
That's
tries.
the age.
Because
That's
Charlie
last couple
tries to
Let's go back to the
entertain.
Gap Band. We gotta go back to the Gap Band. Come
And
on
also,
now.
Charlie at that age, he's still trying to perform. But if you
Yeah.
give him one mic, one cup of yak or water, in a chair, Charlie
can
will
sing.
sing circles around.
What about the Isleys?
Not a best singer, not a good singer at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Just wanted to hear this.
Listen,
come
let's
out
go
your
back
mouth.
to it's your thing. No, that's
I wanted to
not.
hear this come out your mouth because if I say that, people gonna be like, "You speaking blasphemy."
Yeah, Isley's not.
That's why everybody can
I
sing that.
appreciate Ernie. I appreciate the guitar more than I do the singing sometimes. It's the instrumental.
That's the real. That's
Here
real.
go. I got my Kenny G, but I'm gonna sing. I call it the preacher. I call it the preacher syndrome. The preacher who sings but he can't
He
sing.
can't sing. They just go ahead, Pastor.
because they feeling the Holy Ghost.
So,
So go ahead.
get into the next thing. If you are listening, who are you listening to? Or who do you think the top blue-eyed soul singer that we've had, no matter what genre?
Teddy Swims.
Kenny Loggins.
Teddy.
Kenny Loggins.
I'm going Teddy Swims right now.
Man, my yacht rock playlist is ridiculous.
Yo, yacht.
Yacht rock.
And you have not shared it.
Playlist.
You don't share playlists too much.
You got to be my friend and follow me. I will share them all. I
Oh,
have
no,
yacht
she
rock.
look like she
So you said
gatekeeping this
Kenny
yacht rock.
Loggins.
Man, I'm talking about some Kenny
you
Loggins. I mean, shucks. Let me see.
And you said Teddy Swims.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Teddy Swims. I'm going new school. I could go old. Like I told you, I could
I'm
go
just
old
saying,
school.
Who do you feel is the best blue-eyed soul singer?
I mean, Michael Bolton was that man.
Okay, well, Michael Bolton.
If you, hey, for y'all who don't know, go tune in for y'all 2000, y'all 90s babies. Go listen to some Michael Bolton.
Okay.
You'll have a better understanding of what I'm talking about.
I'm thinking, if I got to give this, I'm gonna have to say Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke has so much range.
Oh, I'd go give it to
But he
John
had
B.
such, he had
See,
such a
and
short
that's what I was
season.
looking
I'd go
for.
give it to John B.
John
before
B
I
ain't
give
Guess
it
what
to
I'm talking
John
about?
B
You get a
ain't
high
got the
five.
range.
I'm gonna go give it to
John
John
B
B.
ain't got the range.
Hey, you, oh,
Come
no,
on.
no, John B got
John
the range.
B got the range.
John B ain't got.
John B got
has
the
it.
range.
John B
has
got
it.
that
John B.
pocket.
That pocket.
He has that low. John B reminds me of Brandy. Brandy sings
Oh,
real
that's
low,
just-
but she
Brandy
has
can
range.
sing.
Brandy's a beast. But
Brandy
John
can
B has
sing.
one pocket. Kind of like how when you listen to a one Jagged Edge song and it rolls to the next and the next, and you can just take the same lyrics and it sounds like it goes with everything. And I love John B. But Robin Thicke,
Nah,
are you serious?
Hurt my feelings.
nah, he sings falsetto.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
Let
gonna
me
tell
ask
who
you
got
this
all-
question: Who's the better singer, Jamie Foxx or Tank?
I'm gonna
Tank,
tell you who better than both of them.
Tank.
The question is, who's
Tank.
better, Jamie
Tank.
Foxx or Tank?
Tank.
This is a real
That's a
argument.
Tank.
Which Jamie Foxx?
Shut up.
That's the problem right there. Tank.
Tank
No. Because
Tank is not a
you
question.
have the untrained. You have the early to me Jamie Foxx on the TV show, and then you have Jamie Foxx who started taking his craft seriously.
All the Jamie Foxx CDs
And
feature
I'm
with
gonna
Tank
roll
singing
Tank-
all the
Tank
backgrounds.
hit the background on all. That's like asking about Luther Vandross, and I swear all his covers were better than the originals. As Dionne
I
Warwick.
can't say that right now. I don't think Tank.
That's the reason why I said it.
Tank. I don't know.
This let me know where you are musically, kind of. This is
just-
We
this
got,
is-
you know
this is
what?
where
We're gonna have to vibe out. Okay, we gotta get a
I don't
vibe
have.
session.
I
'cause
can't
what are you
answer that
listening
right
to?
now
You're not listening?
because I really gotta.
Anybody
so I,
listening to this podcast, this is a question. Who is a certified better singer? And it's not a bad thing. We're just talking about range. Can sing, can blow the Tank or Jamie Foxx.
now you putting
Leave your
handcuffs
comment.
on it. You put range.
That's what singing is, brother.
But
I ain't even got
I'm
to
gonna
the
give it to
background
Tank
yet.
because Tank be hitting them backgrounds. You be thinking that's Jamie. Tank on the background.
You
of a
hear
lot
songs
of
on the
stuff.
radio right now and be like, that's Tank.
Yep.
That's Tank.
You listen to Jamie Foxx, you listen to Tank.
Yeah.
I know coming. I'm biased in a way. I gotta.
That's your boy.
Yeah, I'm biased. I'm biased to Eric Bishop.
I'm not opposed.
For life.
I'm not opposed to it because I think Jamie Foxx is
Because
very talented.
I like a lot of his songs, and when I think about his range, I
Let's
haven't
do
really heard of. When I think about Tank songs, and I think about the songs that I've heard from Tank over the years,
Here's the
I
thing.
haven't seen Tank's full range.
Listen to
sound
his
just
album.
His songs. I'm listening to his
They
albums
sound
and his.
just
He
alike.
gave
They're
birth
merged.
to a friend.
They merged.
But you know, I used to watch the shows with Jamie Foxx, and he would give me more range in his shows than he gives me in his songs.
Jamie was emulating and imitating everybody else and singing from his nose.
But to
back
be
then.
able, but even to be able to imitate some artists, you still have to have range.
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna need you to
It's
listen to
called-
some Tank.
Yeah.
I listen to some Tank. I be writing to Tank.
So, better singer, Monica
Bye.
or
I'm
Brandy?
Gone. I'm gone. I'm done.
You know I don't like competitions,
Nah, I don't.
but
that's a
real
bad one.
talk,
Come on. Come on.
Oh,
It's very
I can
easy.
say Monica, but I could say Monica, but I'm gonna come back and say Brandy because Brandy is bad.
Brandy is a
Brandy is fire.
beast. The last time I saw her in concert, Brandy blew my mind.
I think that's what you don't go to concerts.
So I'm not a believer in concerts. I'm sorry. I don't like being around a lot of hysterical people.
No, see that's why
Well,
you
sit
go
in
in
the
the
back
back.
then, brother.
Thank you. You go to the back.
The problem is I be wanting to see and I don't be
You,
wanting to look
you
at the
can
Megatron.
see, man. Look,
So
That's
I'm
why
gonna.
I
That's
love
that's my.
India Ari because I heard her sing.
But I heard her in the concert.
live
and
outside.
she
and
did it,
But
I was just
I
like,
heard her in
she
the
sound
concert.
better.
and she's bad.
And so, but I've never. Again, you got to think about it too. The time when Brandy and Monica were really banging, I was too young to be going to concerts.
Man, my first concert was Victory Tour.
My
Michael
first
Jackson.
concert was Run DMC,
My mama-
LL, and Beastie Boys.
Here go, here
I
go.
saw that in Dallas
Jay
every
Jay
year.
act like he don't know who my mama is.
Pastor.
She a latchkey. She was a latchkey. She kept me latched
But
up.
I mean, you
I
still
was
got
a
the music to listen to now.
my first concert was Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5
Ooh, you was
at
rich,
Texas
rich.
Stadium.
You was rich to see the Jackson.
I was like 6 or 7 years old.
I didn't go to my first concert until I was in my 20s.
Oh man, I went to
Who
go
was your
see
first
Roger.
concert?
I want to say my first concert was Twister.
Ooh, it was ratchet.
Oh, that latchkey came off the key.
Well, no, I was working at the radio station. We had just did an interview with Twister. He gave us tickets to the concert.
Twister's a beast.
My next concert after that, that's when I was into the Rapture. So I went to Mystical because I was a big Mystical fan. That's how I found out how my cousin did security because I went to a Juvenile concert and he was Juvenile security.
Cool.
So my rappers were first, and then I turned into the NDREs. I went to the Charlie Wilsons, the Music Soul Childs, the Genuines, the Ushers. But those were in my later years. But concerts haven't gotten bigger. You know, the concerts I was going to were in smaller venues at the time.
I still go to small.
Now they're in bigger stadium venues. You know, I was in the little theater right here off of 59.
I get it, small venue.
Small arena theater, personal venue.
Blowing out
Whereas
speakers.
now, I'm in front row seating it. Whereas now I'm front row. I'm not playing. I want to be a part
I
of it.
am not.
Hey, I want to see
I
the
will
dancing
wait- I will-
girls. I
I
want
will
to see
buy
it
it.
In the
all.
back.
I will have my friend buy 2 tickets, then bring 1 ticket out and come get me down to the front row, and then we go back and we bring another person to the front off of 2 front row tickets.
My sister spoiled me. And she got me on the front row. And ever since then, I learned if you don't have at least a ticket on the first front 4 rows, you really in a personal setting.
I understand.
You missing the show. Now I've had went to bigger like Sugarland. I went out there, and we saw. Actually, it was because I drove him down. We saw some of the old school cats. Jeffrey, I can't think his
Jeffrey
last name.
Osborne, don't disrespect.
Jeffrey Osborne, and he's still wearing his nipple tight shirts. Had the old ladies still throwing panties. I was like, girl, them panties. Never mind. Anyways,
Ain't nothing wrong with a little season.
he still had the little shirt.
I
He
prefer
still
season.
had the full 4 shirt on with his nipples out.
You know what? So we're going to go to
Let
the
that
next
be what
thing because
that
we got a
is.
limited time. So we all love Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
We all thought his movie was going to be a movie, but it was a dope concert. You have 5 artists that you can bring to have your summer concert.
Any orders?
Groups, artists, but it's 5. Kind of like how the Dave Chappelle show was set up. Who do you feel would be in your lineup? Now, this is your personal concert,
My
so you
personal
don't have to try
concert.
to appease anybody else because the right people going to come.
The right people.
Alive. We ain't going to go.
I'm
ain't gonna go
starting
that
with
fast.
Tony.
Are we going to get all 3 Tonys?
I
Because
got
you know the.
I'm sorry. Raphael's gonna be there.
Okay, because his nephew looked just like him.
Can I tell you? I saw them in LA a couple years ago. Saw everything.
Love it. Okay, Tony.
I'm doing real Tonys though, because
So
that was
you got
vibe.
live instrumentation.
I'm doing mint condition because I got to have my bands. I'm gonna have to put some edge in there, so I'm gonna throw out Tyler the Creator for
Fire.
got to do some Tyler the Creator.
Fire. Tyler's going to put on the whole show.
I gotta do D'Angelo because I feel like I'm cheating on him.
You are too. How does it feel?
Yes.
Mhm.
And
You
one
got
more.
One more.
I ain't gonna lie. I need a female in there. So I'm gonna take Victoria Monet.
Oh, that's a girl with that summer.
Victoria Monet's a vibe.
I heard she can sing. I need
She
to check
can
her
sing.
out.
She's a vibe.
So we got Tony.
I'm doing a bunch of
Mint
LA
Condition.
Mm-hmm.
You
Tyler the
said
Creator,
Tyler, Victoria
D'Angelo,
Monet.
and D'Angelo. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, bro?
I'm sorry. I'm not even thinking about R&B. I'm going ratchet.
I mean, this is
To get y'all to get the crowd in the right mood and
this
the
is
right
your
ratchetness.
concert.
This your
Skip
concert.
anybody else,
I'm
bro.
starting off with Juvenile.
Don't hit the thing though.
Starting off with Juvenile. We going
Juvie.
Juvie. We gonna get some rump shaking, some. Then
So
I'm
Juvenile. Okay.
then I'm gonna hit them in their soul. I'm gonna drop the boys the men on them.
Ooh.
Cause I gotta touch souls with boys the men. I want to see some panties come off, all that good stuff. Then I'm gonna backdoor them. I'm gonna backdoor them with Tank. Cause I want it to keep going and going.
We ain't gonna go with Jamie. You gonna go Tank?
Okay, I know you wasn't gonna let that go. I know you wasn't gonna let that go. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna go with the three kings. I'm gonna give me Genuine, Tyrese, and
You got comedy,
Okay,
you got
okay.
singer, and you got issues with three kings.
Shut
all
up.
in
that's
one.
okay, but that's okay.
Tyrese last CD
here go.
was a beast.
Hey,
He
hey,
bad.
Rose.
That boy
I
bad.
know we gonna touch a lot of hearts and souls. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like a movie in here.
So you got wait, we got Juvenile. You got
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. You got Three Kings.
Three kings.
Okay, you got two more, brother.
And then the bring it home. The bring it home.
In no particular order.
No particular order.
Mhm.
I don't even know if you say a live artist. I'm trying to figure out if he's still alive.
Who
But
is
if he is still alive, I'm gonna touch him with the barges.
L?
L?
No, I'm going both. We're gonna have
Chico
the
too?
brother the barge.
Chico?
We're gonna
Chico?
bring both of them in there because they gonna bring the ladies out.
I love him, but
They gonna,
okay.
Yeah,
So
the
you got
Civil
one
War.
more.
and then my last one because I love my women, but I gotta go old school for my old school. I want to do indie, but I'm gonna go with In Vogue.
Oh, that's
Okay.
gonna
Never
be
gonna
dope.
get him. Never gonna. Let me stop.
As long as you bring Cindy. I've been wanting Cindy.
I started to do salt and pepper.
Cindy's
but then
eyebrows
I'm
have
gonna
always
go-
been
Hey,
nice.
push it. You can get it. You get it.
Cause
I
you
think-
know, Left Eye not alive, so she can't burn down no houses right now.
Nah.
I think for me, I'm gonna have the Godfather of neo soul, so I'm gonna go Eric Roberson because he has a neo soul.
He said Neos. I'm
Eric Roberson, because Eric writes
Eric,
for everybody.
He's bad. I like Eric.
I'm gonna go her.
Wow.
What about her? She
I
dope.
need to-
Oh, her is
I need to
fire.
have that energy of real, authentic
Hey,
artists.
oh, you gonna be sitting on the he gonna be sitting on the rug in front of her while she's sitting there playing the
Put a rose
guitar.
in
Your
his
black eyes,
hey, he gonna be sitting there talking about.
you're the one that I desire.
Oh,
Hey,
So I'ma go
he gonna be
him.
having a tweet moment.
yes.
I'm gonna do. Who else do I rock with like
Mm.
that? Eric Roberson's my Stevie Wonder.
Okay. I can see that.
I'm gonna have to go with. Who would I lose? I'm gonna go with Eric Benet,
Can't go wrong with it.
No, you can't.
bar none, one of the coldest vocalists.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring it to. Damn, that's kind of hard.
That is very
Damn,
hard.
man, you
I
made
got
me want
two
to change
more.
my 5.
Let me see. So I got the vibe. I'm gonna have to go with God, that's hard.
That's hard.
I'm gonna have to go with Moonchild. I'm gonna bring some UK. I'm gonna bring some
Okay,
people
you
over
gonna
the
go
pond for
Rihanna? Okay.
Moonchild.
You said this is a party for you.
This is me. This is me.
That's your vibe.
After Moonchild dropped their CD a week later, Beyonce and Jay sampled their whole joint, brand new album.
Wow.
Sampled it for their album when they made that.
I could have
Carter.
said LaRue for that.
The Carters. Is that
I've
the name
never,
of it?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do Bilal.
That made me think about Raheem Devon.
See, and you never know if you're gonna get Raheem with the braids or the low cut.
Either way, he's gonna
But
kill it.
I'm gonna go Bilal,
Right.
because the background singers that's coming with all of them got to kill. Because I love background singing,
Okay.
so that's gonna be my summer jam. The right kind of crowd there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Everybody gonna be vibed out.
Vibe all the way out.
That's the point.
You know what's sad? All of us, ain't none of us say Prince.
He did.
He did.
Oh yeah, we said a lot.
And I don't like all I don't like all Prince music. I give it to him as far as who
Really?
he is. Not every song is a hit. Trust
I don't
me.
need every song.
Which one you don't like?
Majority of some of the stuff. I mean, you can't name Prince's
never-
new. Nothing against Prince, but you can't name Prince tracks from his last few albums he dropped,
Yeah.
unless you're an automatic fan. Just like I feel Michael Jackson, one of his best CDs was Invincible, and black people didn't listen to it.
A lot of
He had
Michael
Heaven
Jackson's
Could
best
Wait.
music was what he actually didn't perform, but what he wrote.
Nah, but this album, people don't understand. Michael Jackson didn't have too many slow songs in his whole catalog.
I know who I should have brought. I should have brought Chris Beasley to the scene.
I'm
Chris
tripping.
Brown.
Should have brought
I
Chris
don't know if I
Brown,
want
man.
that kind of action.
Hey,
though.
hey, Chris.
You know what, Chris?
But I'm
give you
Chris.
everything.
I'm Chris over Usher
If I'm-
anyway.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm
Any
thinking.
day.
I'm thinking if I'm gonna set it off for Tank, I should have just brought Chris.
Usually he gonna set it all off.
He gonna set it all off.
He's like,
Yeah.
oh,
To me, Chris is the only person that can compete with Stevie Wonder's catalog as well as R. Kelly.
Wow, that's a deep.
But the only reason why I say that is because Stevie is so deep.
But are
Yeah.
you counting in the songs that R wrote for other people like Neo and
we talking about
Like-
writing?
like
We're
because
just talking about.
we just
if he
talking
had a
because you got to think
versus.
about it. You got to give him credit. He wrote those verses even though he ain't sang them.
I understand.
He wrote
that,
'em.
but Chris is out singing everybody and producing so much music. He's the number
You
one.
talking about
pop
Chris
seller
Beasley
ever.
the rapper or Chris
Chris
Beasley
Brown.
the singer? Because right now he rapping a little bit.
I mean, Chris can do it all. Chris can do it all. Chris
He's
is
very talented.
Very
Chris
talented
is
guy,
the most
and he can
talented
sing.
artist we have in the African
I
American.
really think he's out.
right
He's
now.
like my new Usher for me.
But
To Usher.
if you start putting
No,
up,
I say
you
my
start
new
talking about
Usher.
Stevie.
I can't
But
and-
what I'm
say
saying,
Stevie.
Stevie, you can't break Stevie.
You
Stevie
can't.
is Stevie Wonder all by himself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about
you
one
got to
man
put
band.
Stevie over Prince, and you got to put Stevie over Michael, just for the catalog alone.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just the body of work.
Y'all would really put Stevie over Mike?
We're talking about the
We
complete
talking about
body of work.
complete body of work.
Yeah.
And Stevie,
Stevie
You
is,
can't help that the man was singing till he was 70.
It's all right.
It's
though.
when he started, and his stuff is like really.
So compared to Chris Brown starting at 15, still pushing it out with that scandal that happened, that people are
Hey,
still
man.
holding him across. Chris is.
You got to think about it.
Chris
we
is
get to see them
everything.
grow up and live life, and seeing them grow up and live life, there's going to be mistakes along the way.
I mean, I ain't worried about that. I did Chris.
That's also
Brown.
what helps their music.
So
Ask Mary J.
It helps their, it
when
helps their
Mary J.
music.
happy, she can't sell nothing. But when she upset,
Hey, when you see Mary J. walk on the stage and she, no offense, sorry, Mary, see Mary J. do that crack walk. Oh, you know that's the real Mary.
already. So we got limited time. They tell us that we got a few more seconds. If I might ask you, ladies and gentlemen, what does music mean to you? What has it done for you in your life, if anything?
nobody steal this, but music is my vibe. It flows through my veins. I think about it all day when I'm asleep and I'm awake. I'm afraid to die because I think I can't hear music anymore. And that's my truth. That's how ingrained music is in me. Like, music is everything. Turn
that
off
lifeline.
it's my lifeline for everything. Good, bad, whatever. Music got me.
Cool. What about you, Sweat?
For me, music is my go-to spot when I'm in my thoughts. It helps me write my poetry. Music helps me talk to people. Sometimes when I can't say the words to you, but I can sing you the songs. I can break up with you. I can get you to talk to me. I can do a lot of things through my music, through the music that I listen to. So music controls my mood in a way it'll settle me when on a bad day, and it'll uplift me on a day when I'm feeling great. So
Cool.
I can't say it's my everything, but it's a big part of me, and yet I still feel like I'm a virgin when it comes to music because I feel like I forget more music, and there's more music out there that I haven't heard that I want to hear, that I need to hear. So I'm always like looking for new music. I don't necessarily want the proverbial stuff that we always listen to. I like finding artists that ain't even on the scene.
Cool. Oh, I would agree with both of y'all. I think music is everything to me. Like, music saved me. music have listening to like Eric Roberson's catalog taught me as a man how to be vulnerable. Taught me about life lessons of cause and effect, how to the difference between love and being in love.
Mm.
So music to me, like I said, I got musical Tourette's. It's just everything. It's my blood. Like a life without music, I don't understand. If my ears stop working now, they're gonna have to try to figure out a way to make vibration happen and put it on something. I love music. I don't even have love languages. I have life languages. And at this point, music is my number one thing. Like,
Yes, check out
I
his
appreciate
playlist.
it.
His playlist
yeah,
be deep.
the name of the playlist alone, you know what you're getting. I customize them. And I got to give a shout out. I got to give one shout out. My homeboy Joshua Ballard, his sister is killing on the country industry. Now, I can't say her name. It looks like it is Nazara Zaire. It's Nahzarah. And yeah. And the last name is Zire. Like, I've heard her music, talented sister. Eventually, we might have to bring the group back and actually have a for real podcast where we have a discussion because I've heard a lot of country from my man here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old school country / like some of the new stuff. And she needs to be enlightened more about the
listen,
country.
but I just ain't put it all on the front page. I need to get into it.
And then on top of that, we need to have another show because where I'm from, big bands, Daz bands, Force MD, everything else.
I got all of that.
But I stop at blues with Lil Milton. All this new blues stuff when I moved here.
You don't like no King
And
George?
they was jamming. And then they throwing a blues song and like the whole floor just jumped on. I felt like I was in Color Purple.
I'm from New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans, so you know that's.
But we got the
gonna jam.
Blues Museum in Kansas City. So I feel slighted because I don't. This new Caesar or whatever the dude name. Yeah, there's so much music I don't know about. So if willing, we'll have a real podcast because this is just a pop up. I had studio time. I wanted to see people like minded to talk about music, so we can have a real show and a real set. If y'all will come back,
I'm
Absolutely.
down. I'm down to come back. Definitely, we can do this. Yeah, we can do this more often.
I agree.
I'm trying to
It's-
tell
it's
y'all.
what's up. I can
So
do
I'm
it.
gonna get y'all set up so y'all can take the class. So you book an hour, I book it. It's over.
Okay.
Yeah, because we need more than an hour to talk about this.
Yes,
'cause
because
this was all over the place.
It's like it's so
Matter of
many.
fact, we need to put
We
part.
ran
This need to be
audibles.
part one.
Yes, it's too many layers.
I got you.
It's a
I
lot
got
of
you.
layers.
I got you. We gonna do this.
Yeah, we got the truck of onions outside that we could really we got to peel all those layers back.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. Well, I'll tell you what, this is a pop-up episode of the 3% Show with people that I truly adore. I adore Sheika for always her being her because she almost stole on me when I first met her when I was coming to see my cousin Tanya. And I was like, why is she like this? She was like, who are you? I said, oh,
Wow.
she works for Wakanda.
I do not.
She got
I
a whole
do not.
spear.
I do not.
Big Sweat, I appreciate you and love you because you never change. You only know one speed, and that's cool. So
Respect.
I rock with that. So
much
again,
love.
this new 3% show, pop-up show. You have any social media info you want to give out, or you cool?
I'm cool. I might share next go round.
All right, what about you?
Look, if you know where to find me, you know where to find me. And if you don't, you'll find out how to find me eventually.
This brother ain't gonna sell no
When-
merch.
when you-
He ain't
when
gonna
you-
sell no
when-
merch. He up here talking about he do cuddles.
Just tag me in
This
the
brother got
post.
So
Already.
I already gave the plug. Certified Teddy 247.
I
Go
gotta
to
delete
Insta-
that because of what you said.
Yeah.
All right, we out. I'll holler at y'all.
Bye.